Hi, welcome back. Had a good time? Did you invest something? Yeah? Very nice. I know you would do, you're our angels. We're talking about peace. It's a wonderful thought. But what we do not realize is that we are peaceful. It takes a lot of effort for you not to be peaceful. If you look carefully, this whole universe, look at the mountain. Isn't it at peace? Look at the river. It is continuously flowing. It is bringing in fresh water, energy, but it is at peace and it is meditating. The mountain is meditating. The trees, the plants are at peace and is meditating. So are you. What is it that makes you not peaceful? It is our little mind. We have a big mind and we have a little mind. Big mind is always wanting peace and happiness and joy and wanting to help people, make your partner, your children, your parents peaceful. There is that big mind is there in all of us. There is also a small mind. The small mind is wanting to establish my right, my power. It's trying to wag its tail like a demon and trying to fulfill our little desires, our anxiety when we don't know how to handle it. So what do? Like you clean your house and throw the garbage into the neighbor's house, like that. So you throw it to your neighbor, and your neighbor is who? Your family, your friends, your parents. So it was a nice thought about being a teacher. A teacher is an acharya. Acharya is supposed to fulfill these thoughts and live it. As Sadhana was talking to you, you have to live, you have to walk that talk. Now there are, every one of us have all around us, in our classrooms, amongst our colleagues, amongst our children in the class, in our family. Sometimes you have from the neighbors, not a very peaceful situation. But being at peace is our endeavor now, continuous endeavor, to create peace despite when somebody tries to destroy it. And realization to everyone, including those who wanting to establish and those who didn't know how to handle it, so it created a little disturbance, would come on everyone. Even Bin Laden will get it. I was watching one of the rare pictures of Bin Laden when he was 20 years old, inside a cave. And you know what he was doing? Is there with me. Those of you want it, I can show it to you. It's one of the rare pictures. You know what he was doing? He was smiling and waving hands. Generally, Bin Laden's whatever picture you see is cowling, walking gruffily, holding a machine gun. Now, here he is smiling and he has a very nice aura around him. So it is there. See, Ravana, it is said that when he was killed by Rama, do you know what he said at the end? He said, "Hey Ram." It's given in Ramayana if you read it. When Gandhi was shot down, Gandhi said the same word, Hey Ram. So it is there. Yours and our endeavor is being a school with a difference. There's hostile situations to handle them. And by taking, by giving a nice smack and thrashing, it doesn't help. Example, you look at Iraq. America said it is Saddam Hussein. So let's capture him, kill him. And if we can manage him, then there will be, Iraq will be ours and Iraq will be peaceful. The Saddam is caught and gone. Is Iraq at peace? Look at Afghanistan. Does it have peace? You talk about Malala, she received the world peace. Imam was sharing with me, she has recently made a statement about Pakistan. Those Pakistanis, my heart flows out to them because they are being tortured by the Indians in Kashmir. Now, unfortunately, there are always examples of such kind. But what you pay attention to, it will increase. So supposing you pay attention for your love for your husband or wife or children or parent, what happens? You come closer, you become better in relationship. So what did you do? Paid attention. Supposing you paid attention to your kitchen is sparkling and shine and neat and clean, and you feel like cooking good dish. And rest of them feel like eating it also. Yeah? So whatever you pay attention to would increase. So if you got a hostile child in your classroom, and if you pay attention to the hostility, that is what is going to increase. This is why the very simple process called the chill out. It is a silent meditative process. By thrashing them, punishing them, putting them into jail is not going to help. So have you noticed people starting from Ramakrishna Mission, Sardhamat, Ravi Shankar, Deepak Chopra, they're all good people, saintly people. They go down to the jail and talk to those jail inhabitants and talk to them about peace and happiness. Yours and my duty is to, instead of saying somebody will do it, but nobody does it, and everyone think somebody will come. It doesn't happen. Each one of us think. Does it go a day when you say, I will not breathe? I've done enough breathing. You don't do that. Why? Because if you don't breathe, you will die. Isn't it? Same thing is with eating. You say, I have to eat, otherwise, how will I live? Now, this is for body, same is with sleep, eat, breathing, they're for your body. What about your mind? So, you are peaceful, which is within you. You have to enhance that. How do you do it? Have you noticed? The great masters, they're always talking about be silent, be reflective. Why is it? Have you realized that we love to eat, we love to breathe, we love to sleep, but we don't like to meditate? You know why? Oh, not today. I'll do a long meditation tomorrow. You know why? Because when you sit silently, have you noticed a bucket of water? If it is a muddy water, still, then the water starts to settle down and it becomes clearer on top and the sedimentation takes place at the bottom. When you sit down to meditate, your mind is like that. It's filled with a lot of past hostile actions and you don't want to look at it. Supposing you don't like a person. So what do? You don't like your husband or your wife. So you say, I'm going to my mother's home. Why? Because you don't want to live next to that person called husband who you don't like. Supposing you know your attic, the basement, you haven't visited for some time, and if you go down, you might find some rotten thing, some old food article may have been left behind and smelling, some garbage over there. Maybe there are some snakes and scorpions, no? Or cockroaches, certainly. So what do? You avoid going there, isn't it? Suppose you've got a room in your house which you haven't paid attention. Like, shall I tell you? Diwali is coming up. You want to open up those cupboards now. And you will say, oh my God, I haven't seen it. And you will see suddenly 60 shoes and maybe 100 dresses are all packed up nicely. And then you will clean them up and give away some. So what did you do? You didn't visit that shelf or the attic. Why? Because there are a lot of things lying there. I don't want to visit. Same thing happens when you sit down for meditation. When you sit down for meditation, you actually stir up. Meditation is being silent, and to establish silence, you establish through the breath, through the right posture, and through a correct visualization, imagination. You think about good things. And along with that, that stirring up takes place, but all the mud comes up now. And that you don't like. So what happens? You can't sit still. Suddenly you'll feel like getting up, switching on the fan. You suddenly say, what's my daughter doing? Let me go and see. Something like that. We'll keep on telling you, we don't want to sit. After 5 minutes you say, today is enough. So you have to learn to be still. When we ask the children to chill out, we ask them to just sit still. Very rarely, it is not that it doesn't work. Sometimes it does work, called cause and effect. That if we do this is what is going to happen. So there was a boy who was there right in the beginning of our school 20 years ago. He's right now in England. And when they came in, there were 4 of them. I'm forgetting 4th one's name. There was Louis, Francis, Leon, and I think Anthony or something. They're 4 Britishers. And they were really like monkeys. And especially the one, senior one, he was a really hostile child. And very strong built. Young, but tall and big built. And he used to go into a rage. You know what they could do? It was a big garden in Korea Park. As soon as they will come, they will fling their bags and climb up a tree. Whole day they will be sitting in the tree. Can you imagine? The teacher used to come and say, what do I do? How do I teach them? They don't want to come into the class, they don't want to get out of the tree. So I said, you shift the class to under the tree. So she went, sat down there, started to read out. And the children slowly came down and started changing. Yes, and one day started showing solid temper. Nobody could handle. He was shouting, screaming. People were standing in it was an open, beautiful garden house. So I was called and I started to talk to him and he was very rude, very hostile. He even wanted to hit me. So I held his hand and I shook him and I said, you behave yourself and you sit down here. I'm holding your hand. I will not let you go. But this action of mine, I still remember it. That was the only time I have done it till today. But this boy subsequently, throughout about another 4.5 years he was there, he became an ideal boy. And mother and father said, I don't know what have you done, Dr. Ghosh, but he is now much better. He doesn't go into rage. At home, Papa and Mama didn't know what to do with him. And he will go break things, throw plates, etc., etc. So sometimes little firm handling may be necessary, but I'm talking about it to ask you not to do it unless it comes to that, then seek help. Help from Shraddha ma'am, the core team, the homeroom teachers, your coordinators, head of the department. Ask them. Take help. You got a very nice ACN department. They will all consult together and plan out what to do. But peace is within that child also. There have been lots of kids in our school right now. They used to be different and they have become different. It is because of you. So establish that. So this peace, what you talked about, is in your body. You can make out, no? When somebody is hostile, this person is not saying anything to me, but is very hostile. You can make out, right? So peace is in your body first. And this is why in your meditation you sit solid, called asana. Second, peace is in your thought. Make your thoughts peaceful. If it is not, write something nice. It will automatically help you to sediment that hostile thought. And the third is, peace is in your speech. Control that, called Madhur Vachan. Maintain that. All of us are in this journey. Everybody has to do it. And when you and I attain that peace, we become Babaji and Buddha. But the journey is because every saint had a past. They were not saintly in the past. And every sinner, like you and me, we have a future. We can be. So you take care. Have a great day.